today I just want to talk about what it truly means when someone says, go find your joy. For a long time, my ego told me what joy was until I began my journey of self-love and healing. That's when I finally realized where my joy came from. God. When I was living in LA 2 times, long story, I had to surrender not just my life, but will to align with God's will. After moving 7 times within 1 year, that's another long story, I realized LA just wasn't my joy. That, it may have fed my ego 2 times over, but it just wasn't from God, even though I initially thought it was God that was steering me that way. It wasn't. It was my ego. But that story is for another day. On the drive home from LA, a nonstop 6-hour drive on Highway 5, I might add, you can tell I was very excited to leave and not stop. I couldn't stop thinking about making videos, going to church, sharing my wisdom that I've gained from the Bible to help others on their journey. In our search for joy, sometimes we need to make costly mistakes and truly release what no longer is serving us mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Finding joy begins when you tune into what truly lights you up, not just feeds your ego, but that is, as we all know, the ego is just temporary. But what lights you up is what keeps your fuel burning inside. If you can remember this about the ego, this will set you up making better choices. The ego only craves instant gratification. It doesn't care about the outcome or the consequences of your actions. It just cares about itself. Your ego wants a cookie. Let's talk about that. If your ego wants a cookie, for an example, it's going to get that cookie and another cookie and another cookie and another cookie and so on. You get the point. The ego only thinks about the ego. Now, here we go. Think about that one person in your life who's never satisfied, that always wants more. Well, my darlings, that's your ego at play. That's a perfect example, just like the cookie. That's why it's so important to be aware of what you truly need in life and what lights you up and what makes you happy. It's like a touch point in your life. If it makes you happy and lights you up like a Christmas tree, then that's what you need to be doing. If it's something that you're always like, I need more, I need more, I need more, I need more, you might want to think about it. That could be your ego right there, because joy is about alignment. It's about your values, your passions, and it all comes together in perfect harmony. There's no frantic feeling about it of, I need more, I need more, I need more. It's just perfect harmony. And that's when joy begins in your life. Now, that leads me to my very last point today. If you don't know if it's time to take the leap, let's say you have found joy and you're like, oh, I don't know, should I take it? Should I not take it? I don't know. I'm going to tell you this. Listen to your intuition. I'll say it one more time. Listen to your intuition, because that whisper inside is what is going to guide you. That intuition, you are the only one that can feel and hear that. And that, my darlings, will never steer you wrong. Only the ego will. As I mentioned in a previous episode, if something excites you and scares the crap out of you at the same time, well, darlings, that's your answer. Now go all in. Growth happens outside of your comfort zone, as we all have heard, but it's very true. I will be the first to say, it took me 4 decades to get to this place where I am right now. And the crazy part of it is, I can't say that I wish I took any of it back or I knew any of it sooner, because this is the journey that my soul needed to go on. And I honor that. I honor all the delays, the setbacks, the tears I cried. It was all setting me up for the most glamorous life full of joy. Now it's time, my darlings, for you, yes, you, to go find your joy. I trust this week's episode has been beneficial for you. Thank you for tuning in. If anyone is interested in collaborating, please don't hesitate to send me a message. You can find my contact details below. And until we meet next time, remember to always stay glamorous.